Welcome to Top 5, where we have Top 5 style videos on the most controversial and intriguing topics. Top 5 welcomes you to like, share, and comment your reactions and implement your opinions in the commenting section below. On today's Top 5, we will go over the most unheard of radical alien abductions, which leads us to number 5, the Travis Walton abduction. The curious case of this northern Arizona logger isn't just one of the most notorious alien abduction tales, it also became one of the most lucrative. Walton and his fellow loggers were driving home late one night down a dirt road when they noticed a strange glow just over the horizon of the trees. They approached the source of light and discovered a large fluorescent object in the shape of a diamond beaming down a column of light. Walton wanted to get a good look for himself and stepped into the light, thinking whatever it was making would just fly away. Instead, the light grew stronger, picked up Walton about 3 feet off the ground, and threw him, knocking him down unconscious. His friends sped away in fear for their lives, but decided to go back and get him, only to find an empty clearing with no sign of their friend. Police suspected foul play at first, but 5 days later Walton turned up at a gas station in another town just 30 miles away. He remembered the abduction and the interior of the craft before he blacked out and woke up in a gas station. Some say the story was fake, even suggesting Walton was intentionally given hallucinogenic drugs, but the story sparked a wildfire in the media, leading to a best-selling book and movie, Fire in the Sky. Now can you imagine, after being in the sky for 5 days unconscious, the feeling afterwards, the type of desires you would have, and the love from your friends coming at you? Most alien abduction stories, whether they remain credible or not, usually are missing an important element to tie in all together: witnesses. The famous case from 1976 involved 4 men who claimed to experience the same abduction, a secret they took almost to their graves. 2 men were fishing in a canoe in northern Maine when they saw a gleaming UFO with an 80-foot diameter changing red, yellow, and green colors. According to the men, the UFO swooped down and beamed them up from their canoe in a blinding light. They came to several hours later not remembering anything from the abduction, but to have frightening nightmares. They all underwent hypnosis and revealed that their kidnappers were not from Earth. All of them also took lie detector tests about the claims, and they passed. Which leads us to number 3, the Andreasen Luca abduction. Alien abduction claims exploded after the Hills experience, but vast majority were easily explained away. However, just a few years later, a woman in Ashburnham stepped forward to claim that she had been taken away by interstellar beings as well. Her case was closely examined by Mutual UFO Network, MUFON or MUFON, founder and investigator Ray Fowler, who had Andreasen go under hypnosis to verify her claims. She gave chilling detail about how the beings were able to mobilize her entire family in order to take her and implement a foreign object in her skull. She said they could talk to her, but not from their mouths. The woman even described moments of serene peacefulness and said that the aliens had told her the experiments they were conducting were to prepare for some kind of planetary rehabilitation. Fowler had spent almost a decade examining the case and concluded that she was either the most accomplished liar and actress the world had ever seen, or else she had really gone through this ordeal. Now my question is that if there was a foreign object placed in her skull, how were they not able to see that? In the hospital, if they were to do some type of scan, CAT scan, maybe they would be able to notice that this did actually indeed happen. This leads us to number 2, the Barney and Betty Hill abduction. There have been many cases of alien abductions since the dawn of time, or at least since psychiatric medications became more readily available and potent. But the most famous and first well-documented case goes to the couple in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. They claimed in September of 1961 that they were driving home from Montreal, Canada. A bright light jutted out of the nighttime sky on a dark road. As the light approached them, they could see bipedal humanoid creatures looking out of the window of the spacecraft. The couple had no memory of the next 2 hours, but they reclaimed, when they were returned to their car, that there were damages to their clothes and shoes, left evidence of their spacey encounter. The incident made the 2 famous overnight and Betty into the nation's first UFO hunter. The state of New Hampshire also recognized the legend within a historical marker of the 50th anniversary of the abduction. Now from what I've read to furthermore my knowing of the Barney and Betty Hill abduction, they had stated that Betty herself was having nightmares night after night and that she had hoped to seek psychiatric help, but that was not possible. Now my question is, if Barney had been in the same situation, how come he wasn't having nightmares night after night? And this leads us to top 1, the Antonio Villas Boros abduction. One of the earliest studied cases happened in Brazil when a farmer from the 1950s claimed a spacecraft emitting a very bright light landed on his family's farm. He continued to see the strange object until one night when it took him and left some disturbing evidence of an alien experimentation. The farmer claimed that alien beings brought him on their ship to impregnate a rather fetching-looking female and described everything from the ship to his suitor in great detail. When he returned, he claimed the incident produced symptoms such as nausea, loss of appetite, headache, and even bruising. Investigators had differed of their conclusions, but the differing outcomes only gave it more credibility and notoriety among the believers and skeptics alike, especially the believers who were praying for an interstellar hookup of their own. And that ends it for today's top 5 of the most radical, unheard of alien abductions. If you liked this video, please feel free to subscribe and comment down below, and leave a thumbs up if you thought this video was intriguing. And I hope to catch you all next time on Top 5. Thanks for watching.